The time has come. The time has come, y'all. Welcome to the episode of Off the Dome. My name is Darcy, and here we speak off the dome. Let's get straight to it, man. This video is going to be about me leaving Cali, why I made the decision to leave. And as much as I'm sad about this decision, I'm doing well. I feel good about it. I'm in good spirits. I know the universe is always working out for me. If you haven't seen my other videos, I believe that we are the creator of our world, and yeah, so no matter what happens, I always know I can always have a positive perspective on it, look back on it, and see what I can learn from, see what I can grow from. And yes, so Cali, Colombia, I was there for 2.5 years. I was teaching English there. I had a hybrid job, teaching English in person, online sometimes. And you might say to yourself, Darcy, this sounds amazing. I don't understand why you left. Like, why'd you leave? And I asked myself that too. I'm like, why did you leave? Why did you leave? But it's like, you know, I love Cali. I love Cali as a city. First off, I am extremely grateful for Cali because it gave me a space to live alone for the first time, more or less, for a long period of time at least. It gave me a chance to grow, it gave me a chance to meet people, be free, and really explore my curiosity. And I will forever be thankful for Cali, will love Cali, and that is what is the most important thing I can take from that. And I did love my job. My job was amazing. I had some visa issues. This video really isn't going to be about my visa issues, but I did have visa issues. Is that a reason why I left? Yes and no. Yes, because obviously if you have visa issues, your mind is going to be like, oh my god, I'm illegal. Oh my god, I'm going to get deported. And realistically, that's not going to happen because they're just going to like give you a paper when you leave and say, oh, pay this when you come back. And then you just don't come back. Like, I'm sorry, but, not paying that. Like, so there's that. And honestly, once I knew I had the visa issues, I was already like, once I knew I had the visa issues, I acknowledged that, and then I started to make my movement out of Cali. So I knew I had visa issues in like October, and then I left in December. So really, you guys can't even be like, oh my god, he was illegal this month. Oh my god, this is what all gringos do. All they do is just stay illegal and decide to leave when they want to leave. No, you know, that's why I'm gonna make another video about it because a lot happened that, in my opinion, wasn't entirely my fault. It was also the company's fault too. Um, so yes, but I'll say that I didn't leave because of the visa issue because I was already thinking about leaving also, you know? And I was thinking about going to Brazil. I'm in Brazil right now, and it was like I felt something in my heart. I was like, dang, wonder what that's like. And I was learning Portuguese. I was falling in love with the music. I was learning the culture. I was studying. I was studying every day Portuguese music, Brazilian music, looking at videos, YouTube, and I enjoyed it so much. It filled me up. Maybe it should have just been a hobby, but I wanted that hobby to become, the main piece, not the side piece. And because of the visa issues, I was like, okay, I can, cry about it, go back home, or take a shot and see what happens in Brazil. And that's what I did. I left in December. I sold all my stuff. I left my apartment. I didn't get to sell everything, which was a bummer because, I mean, I lost a lot of money. But, it's just money, and you can't always do things perfectly. I think a lot of people are afraid to just jump, and lose things on the way because, oh no, I have to have 10K. Oh no, I have to have the right job first. Oh no, I have to find the right apartment before I go. Oh, Life is never going to reach you if you wait for the perfect moment. And I was like that. I was like, what am I waiting for? I'm learning Portuguese. I'm learning Portuguese. I don't have a visa. And I'm learning Portuguese. And I have a semi remote job. So it's like, now is the best time I can do it than ever. I don't want to go back home, lose my Portuguese. I don't want to go back home and try to go to Brazil again because I'm right here. So for me, it was a leap of faith. Obviously, it was definitely a scary thing, and I'm here. Am I gonna be here for long? Nah, but that's gonna be for another video. I got 2 videos already coming out, so don't worry, don't worry. But you know, for Cali, I'll say I am grateful, and it showed that I got my way to the top essentially. I worked at an academy. I had private classes. I had a really good paying job. Honestly, I think it's the best job as a teacher in Colombia. And I felt proud that I was able to accomplish that. I worked for them for a year. And it's time to move on. Now, do I regret leaving Cali? I don't regret leaving Cali. I felt really comfortable there and almost too comfortable, and I don't want to get in that mindset of accepting life for what it is, accepting life as just that, just teaching English, just living in Cali. And I'll say I also left because I lost that community. When I first arrived to Cali, I gained so much community, I gained so much love, so many friends, and a lot of that died out near the end. And was I upset about that? No, I chose to leave those friendships or lose those friendships because I took that as a chance to grow for me, and I spent a lot of time alone. You know, I created a TikTok account. I read a lot more. I was learning Portuguese. I worked a lot on myself in the last year, and I would never regret doing that because I've become stronger. I've become better. So I appreciate that. And what I'm going to say is don't ever be afraid to start over. I know people say that all the time, and I'm grateful. I feel like Cali has humbled me. It showed me that, hey, like you were doing good, okay, like you gotta have some setbacks sometimes. You were going, doo, like I was going, doo, because I had some clout on TikTok. I started getting some followers here, some likes here, and life was going good. I was getting money with my job, and it was going good. But life is gonna humble you always, and we have to be prepared and have the perspective, have the mindset that no matter what, that's going to happen. How are you going to react? Are you resilient? Are you strong enough? Are you going to get back up? And that is what I envisioned for me. So yes, if I had a better community in Cali, would I have stayed? 100%. But I didn't. Whose fault is that? It's not anyone's fault. It's not my fault. It's not Colombia's fault. It just didn't happen. It just didn't work out. And it's not to say I didn't try. I went out a lot. I went to dance classes. I went to boxing classes. I went to, meetups. I went out with people at my job, met many people, went out with students. And I met a lot of people. So if it's not going to come naturally, why would I force it? Why would I still go out there try and force friendships? It just doesn't make any sense. And it's just another reason why the universe is showing me your time here is up. Just like my first job in Colombia, I was tired of it, and that's okay. So it's a matter of how long do you want to stay on this train that is not meant for you. And I was ready to get off. I saw a glimmer of light this way, so I was like, okay, let's see what else happens. And this is what I'm saying, man. It could turn out to be really great or not, but it's going to be better than you staying in that same place. And There's been many times in my life where I've made transition. University, I was a track star. I'm not going to say here and but I was a track star freshman year, sophomore year, and then junior year I went abroad, and then I also joined a frat, and so it was just kind of like a transition because as much as I love running, as much as I love track and field, as much as I love the team, the grind, I was looking at them. I'm sorry, man. I was looking at them drugs and the alcohol, the beer, the woman. I was like, oh, what's this life? Like, what's going over here? I was like, hey, hey. And I made a transition. And it turned out to be amazing because it was an amazing experience. It was different. It was something new, something fresh, something I never done before. And I will never regret not, you know, doing track and field, not taking it seriously because life is all about exploring, creating, finding new curiosities in your life, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, trying new things. A lot of people always tell you move in your 20s, go here, go there, because you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck when it's too late. You're not going to have anywhere to go. You're going to be 40. You're going to look back and be like, dang, I didn't even do anything. And that's why I left Cali. I could have stayed there. I could have made it happen. I could have paid the fees. I could have paid the fine. I could have paid for the visa again. But I was like, for what? Why am I forcing myself to be here when I am truly not at my best here? Okay, I had a job. Okay, cool. I was working on myself. Okay, cool. I can do that anywhere. Anywhere I can do that, So there was nothing really holding me back in Cali. And so it was kind of a moment of trust, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself. And I really appreciate that. I always imagine Darcy following through with his gut and not what other people say. Because people will be like, Darcy, you're doing awesome. You got a job, you got a visa, you might as well stay there, bruh. But I'm like, I have dreams. And I mean, look at Kai Cenat right now. He's number one streamer in the world, top of the mountain, 1%, and he quit streaming, and now he's into fashion. And people are like, "Oh, this dude! Oh my God, this idiot!" And it's just like, people are going to say whatever they're going to say whenever they're going to say it because that's what they do. They're going to hate, they're going to doubt, they're going to make fun of you, and block that out. There really is there's competition, but there's a lot less competition do you think. Okay, many people aren't what you have. They're not everyone's life experience is so different, so I pray you guys just understand that, man. And yeah, so I mean, it's been about 13 minutes. I really will say, just am I sad I left Cali? Of course. I was there for 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, and I have friends there. But will I regret leaving Cali? No. I am always about growth, and if I feel like I can grow somewhere else, I'm gonna grow. And that's also why. Okay, also I left Cali because I'm done teaching. I've been teaching for 5 years. Kids, adults, teenagers. I've taught everyone, and I'm tired of teaching. There's more to life than teaching. Just like running, there's more to life than running, and I truly believe that. And I'm ready to experience more. I'm ready to give more. I have a different purpose in life, and it's not just teaching English. Teaching English helped me start my journey of being able to grow, to love, to fail, to be resilient in other countries. And I'm going to use all this growth, all this love that I've gathered. I'm going to use it the right way. And obviously I could sit here and say, oh my God, I failed, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. But embarrassing for who? I don't think I failed. I succeeded. I jumped. I took a leap of faith twice. Went to Colombia, and now I'm in Brazil. And there's no need to think you failed. According to who? You accomplished your goals, Darcy. You became a teacher. Boom. You quit your first job, which was very scary, but you found a second job just like that. Boom. You worked there for a year, boom, and some issues happened that really were out of your control, and you left. You went to Brazil, boom. These jumps are extremely big, and for me to just do it and not really plan it, not really have full control of it is simple. So it's just like this is gonna help you in the future when you need to make a decision. Just jump, just do it. Don't think about it. Trust. And I I did that, so I'm proud of myself. I believe in myself. I have love for me, and I will never regret anything. And you're not supposed to stay in one spot forever. Maybe Cali was a season for me, and I'm extremely grateful for Cali. Obviously, do I want to stay there and live there? I would love to. I would love to go back. I would love another shot, but it's probably not gonna happen. And they're like, Darius, why don't you go to the city in Colombia? I mean, Medellin, I'm not going there. Bogota, fuck no. And the other cities, like Cartagena, not like maybe for vacation. And I guess I wasn't really in tune with the culture in other cities that like made me want to go visit there and like stay there. So it's just like, start over, you know? So that's all I have to really say. I don't know if I said anything in this video, but hopefully something resonated with you guys. And if you're here trying to go abroad, just do it. I know people just say just do it, like Nike, but no one knows what's gonna happen if you don't do it. People only gonna know what happens if you do it. And if you fail, okay, now you know. Now you have some information, and you can use that to push you even further. So, go out there for 6 months, fail, come back, okay, boom, 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 go out again. That's what I'm gonna do. You think I'm gonna go home and sit and be sad and slouch? Hell no. I'm about to go home, find a job, work, grow, pray, talk to God. I'm gonna be back out. I'm gonna give myself 3 months. I'm gonna show you guys in 3 months. I'm gonna be update. What's up, da 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 da. Because I have no shame in just boop going to a new city. No shame whatsoever. Um. So yeah, man, Cali, rest in peace, bro. Last words, I love Cali. If you have a chance to go, just go. Especially if you're a man. I mean, my lord, beautiful woman, beautiful woman, man. I don't think I'll ever see a city who has women that beautiful. And I know, women are beautiful everywhere. They're beautiful here, there. Nah, bro. Cali will be number one forever. You can show me another city. I don't care. There's nothing. There's nothing that will prove me different. So, it's a great place to live. Great people, nice people, good food. They have lots of fusion. The Afro, Colombian, indigenous, Medellin Paisas, the white people. So, it's a really unique place, and I'm grateful to have lived there. And I'm not gonna hold on. I'm gonna let go, and trust that God will lead me to the right direction. He will lead me to better and bigger blessings for me, essentially. So that's what it comes down to, y'all. And I hope you guys understand that we're all on different paths. It's so funny because I'm looking and I'm like going back home, and I'm like, dang, everyone's trying to leave, and I'm going back home. And it just shows you that people are all on their different paths. And as much as I am like sad to go home and like restart, I'm excited. This is a chance to be with family, be a chance to reset, be a chance to be proud of my accomplishments, look back and go even further, go even stronger. Okay. And yeah, that's all I'll say for now. This wasn't really about Cali, but I just had to get my feelings out and show you guys that it's okay to give up. It's okay to lose. Who am I losing to? I'm not losing to anyone. It's okay to like start over. It's like get off the train. And open up your blessings for bigger and better opportunities. Off the dome, we out.